Hi, this is Rocket Kirchner. I wanted to do this interview because not only April, but many people have asked me about the back cover of Childmaze. Right away, they know what that symbolizes, and why would that be? Why would this be on an album so opposite of this front cover? Well, let me explain to you how I do CDs. What I do when I do a CD is I think in terms of color, of course, color consistencies, and the concept of what the CD is about, the songs I've written. And, for example, the first song should be like a foyer in a room. You come into the room, you're in the room, like we have Love Train on this. Here's an example of an album I did a few years back called Avalanche. And this is an American tragedy. The theme behind this is an American tragedy. It has songs like, it's a real rocker album. It's got a full band on this one. Songs I wrote, one called Heroin Twilight, about the drug thing, about the something poison, about the environment, and things like that. And it really gets into Wall Street crashes. And the first line of the song on the album is, "Grandma lost her life savings," and it's about the Wall Street crooks. So this is a tragedy. This picture was taken at a veterans. It's called Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, where I grew up. My father's buried there. He's a World War II vet, and Avalanche to me is a term. It takes a while to get the title of an album, but it starts coming together. We just feel so buried sometimes, as a nation. And of course, green is the color, the theme color. So, Mercury Fading is another one of my albums. This is Mercury's a planet, as we know, that's closest to the sun, and Mercury is also a Greek god in Greek mythology that is sent out by the highest of the Greek gods, and Zeus, to bring a divine message to the human race. And but the human race these days don't want to listen much to divine messages, do they? Mm-hmm. So we're fading, and since it's fading, we're fading with God. Therefore, we're fading with each other. So Edge of the World deals with faces in the distance. Garbo Alone deals with fragments, us being alienated from each other. And I decided to use a friend of mine who took a picture, a cup of coffee in the snow with cigarettes fading into a black cup here, see? And red is the color for that, because that's the color of the planet Mercury. So it's a twofold meaning on that. And then the back is... and then one more example before I get to Childmaze is, this is The Miracle of L.E. Smith, one of my most recent albums. And this is about Jesus Christ, the Son of God, returning as a... You ready? Drum roll, please. A woman. So just throw a wrench into the system here, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm an artist, so that's what I do. And it's her life story. It's a one-act play. She returns in fire through her mother's womb, because Christ returns in fire in the book of Revelation, and it goes on and on. And the miracle is, at the end of the album, we find out that who she is, who L.E. Smith is. L.E. Smith is the Son of God returned. Why did I use purple for that? Okay, talking about colors. Because purple represents royalty. We all know that. You see the queens and the kings in purple. And white represents purity. White and purple. Mm-hmm. So you open that up, purple. Mm-hmm. So there's a consistency in that. Now, to Childmaze. Well, Childmaze, of course, is an album about children moving through their formative years and dealing with their formative years. And I have two magnificent children singing with me, the Bernie sisters, and the Bernie girls. And so why did I pick orange and blue? Well, I picked orange and blue because basically the last song is called Sky, which we will talk about in the future about that. But nobody was surprised by this. One of the songs is called Two Hands, which relates to sky. Us opening our hands up, and what, it's about children and what they go through and stuff, and their formative years and things like that. And all the extremes of what children go through. We all went through, as adults. But this was the big question. Why this on the back cover? And I saw this, and I went, whoa. And I turned my car around, and I said, that's the back cover. I took a picture of it. I know what it means. Gang territoriality. There's a number of meanings with this. And that is, here's the bright side. You ever see a Norman Rockwell painting? It's Pollyanny. Then you turn around and, there's the dark side. Right? So, on the bright side, we have the Girl Scouts opening up Love Train. I mean, you can't get any more wholesome than that.
Right.
But on the back side, April, on the dark side, we have the Big C. The
Right.
big C's a gang. It's a cancer. And we're going to fight that. We're fighting that. That's why your donations, we don't make a penny on this. Your donations go to fighting that. Children with cancer, to give to the families. And so nothing is one dimensional. Nothing is one dimensional. And this album is not one dimensional. It covers a lot of dimensions. It covers the openness, the beauty of it, but it also covers the dark side too.
Good.
Okay? Over and out.
All right.